What does POV tell me that a mission statement doesn't?
So I look at our point of view, I look at it as like, where's our spot in the universe? What is it that Axe thinks about differently than the rest of the world that enables us to really focus on this work and believe we can make a difference? That leads us to our URQs, right? So we have this different vision than exists elsewhere, this different point of view than others of what families are capable of, what neighborhoods are capable of.
Hold up, did you say URQ?
It was a game changer.
The upper right quadrant?
Well, it's upper right quadrant, but of course we shorthanded it like we do everything to URQ.
Okay, let's take it back to the top.
I get it, it's a lot. I'm Michael Gossman, President and CEO of Axe Housing.
Dorothy York, Chief Operating Officer.
Deidre Kemp. I am the Director of Program Services.
My name is Jordan, and I'm a homebuyer coach. I just started a few months ago, so I don't know if you want somebody more senior to come sit in here.
Axe Housing. They've been around a minute, had some major ups and downs, but they clearly know a thing or two about families and properties. So URQ.
The upper right quadrant represents the deals that we think are the most meaningful.
It's best described a way to kind of visualize the arena that we work in.
I know the housing market is pretty hot right now, so what kind of properties are you looking at?
What are you waiting for? Come on in. Look at all this natural light, and look, real hardwood floors. It's okay, we can fix it. Like this one, it's a perfect URQ, and we already have a family ready to purchase.
That looks like a lot of work.
As we started honing in on what made Axe important, what differentiated us from other services that might exist in the market or might be for-profit businesses, we decided, okay, it's these URQ transactions. It's helping the families with the most barriers and helping them purchase the distressed homes. That's the most important thing we can do.
But you've clearly been around a long time. Was that point of view clear from the start?
No. When I joined Axe, we had a lot of visions.
So it's fascinating because our two founders who are inspired leaders, I always assumed that they did have a shared vision. And part of our engagement with Stand Together very early on was they helped us through a process where we were able to, for the first time, really identify that there was this disagreement. One founder thought the work was all about meeting the family where the family was, and then helping the family purchase a home wherever that family wanted to buy a home. The other founder actually, from inception, thought it was much more about neighborhood and believed it was about introducing the best opportunities that exist in a specific neighborhood to a family so you could create that density of home ownership. Not that one side was right and one side was wrong, but there was never the alignment that we would have truly needed in order to build out a plan to achieve our goals because the visions were somewhat different.
And eventually it just kind of culminated into this matrix. And we realized that, that's where it was, up in that upper right quadrant.
And we can clearly say, hey, these are our most important sales that have the biggest impact.
I'm a pretty visual person. So what exactly does the matrix look like?
Yeah, give me 1 sec. I need to think through vertical and horizontal axes. The 2x2 matrix. So the x-axis is distressed homes. Homes that are move-in ready are to the left. Homes that are distressed, that need work in order to be occupied, those are on the right side. The y-axis is for families with barriers. And we believe that all of our best work is helping families with barriers purchase homes, whether they're the distressed homes that are in the upper right quadrant or the move-in ready homes that are in the upper left quadrant. Establishing this idea of URQs, I would say that was the key building block that then let us lay out a more consistent and comprehensive vision.
It changed everything. It's pretty neat because our board knows URQ, our board members, our committee members. Very seldom do we have to say the whole upper right quadrant. So everyone knows what a URQ is.
The beauty in this is not that it's perfect, it's that it's something that is completely understood by everyone who's on staff in our organization, by all of our committee members, by all of our board members. Everyone knows what good looks like. That is just a huge benefit to us as we're trying to really make big investments to know how those investments have the potential to impact what really matters for us.
Interesting. I thought point of view was more like what you see versus what you don't see kind of thing. But it's almost the why behind every decision.
That's exactly right.
So let's say I'm ready to expand.
So our point of view really guided our expansion. So we knew when we wanted to expand that we wanted to test the way our model might work in another community.
What we're doing here in Milwaukee is really special, but this is a national problem. I think every city in the country should have an Axe housing.
We might have wound up in a very different market than Beloit, Wisconsin. What really made Beloit the perfect location for our first expansion was that we were quickly able to determine that there was this distressed housing stock that the city did not have a good solution for, that could be available to our families. And so there are some other things about the market that actually make it sort of challenging, might have made it not our first choice, but knowing that the URQ space is the most important place we could be, and that we were clearly solving a problem for neighbors and for the city if we were able to enter that market and help families purchase and fix up those distressed homes, that really raised Beloit to the top of the list.
So how does this POV help you adjust and pivot in a constantly changing environment?
I tell people all the time, here at Axe Housing, we are the cool kids. Everyone wants to do something with us. And it's really important for us to be focused.
And that can make it really tough to know what to do and what not to do, right? And having a clear vision is actually one of the big benefits of having that vision, is that we need to say no a fair amount of the time. And if we're clear what our vision is, and we can be saying no because it lets us actually do something else that's going to get us further towards that vision of helping the families with barriers purchase the distressed homes, it makes us give a more confident no. And it's not just a flat no, it's a no, we can't do this right now, we'd love to, but this is our vision.
But it also helped us to, I'll say, in recruitment, right? Because if you know who you want to serve, then you know who you need to serve them. And so I think it helped us to pick the right people, the right staff.
And if you can just start with clarity, it's the kind thing to do and the right thing to do, and it's gonna help you reach those bigger goals that you have.
Clarity is kindness. That's one of her sayings.
Clarity is kindness. I don't know what else to say.
Pretty much everything Dee says is brilliant. So I don't know what I can add to that, but I do think it's a much better place to work, Axe is, with a clear vision.
So let me get this right, and let's do a quick recap. So point of view, or POV, it's what you believe about the world, informed by big assumptions you believe are true, regardless of your sector, and enabling you to focus on the most valuable opportunities.
Yep, that sounds about right.
And none of this happened overnight, of course. And if you do it overnight, it's probably not worthwhile.
Exactly.
That sounds about right.
I have been called a quick learner. Wait a minute. We're missing someone. Michael, Dee, Dorothy, Jordan. Oh, Jesse. Where's Jesse?
Are we done yet? It's freezing. It's Milwaukee in the winter. Like, this home's almost done.
Actually, let me see that sun-filled living room one more time. So I'm thinking we could knock out a wall right over there, and really create a more open floor plan, but still maintain central focal point.